So here are 5 passive income ideas that can generate you a decent income if you take the time to build them correctly. So the first passive income idea is buying stocks that pay dividends. So what is a dividend? A dividend is a portion of the profits that companies pay out to shareholders when you are a part owner. When you buy a stock in a public company, you are a part owner and therefore you get your share in the dividends. For example, TD Bank is a stock that pays out dividends. So if you put $1,000 in TD stock, you will get 4 to 5% per year in dividends without lifting a finger. So that's $50 a year. Yes, might not sound like much, but the great part is that it is the true definition of passive and it grows year after year without you having to do anything. I think TD has grown its dividend by an average of 6% per year, if not more. So if the first year they pay you $50, the next year they will pay you $53, and in 10 years that will be $89. Not only that, but your initial $1,000 of capital can grow in value. Starting off, if you don't need the dividends, you can reinvest them to buy more TD stock, for example, that pays dividends again. So it's like a snowball effect. Not everyone starts off with $1 million in capital, but imagine you did and put it all in dividend stocks similar to TD's payout. You would be making $50K a year passively. Now imagine you're just starting off and you're able to save and invest $1,000 a month from your job, and you buy dividend stocks with a similar payout every month for 10 years. Well, after 10 years, the dividends you would be receiving passively would be about $11,000 per year. So that's almost $1,000 per month. Now imagine if you were saving $2,000 a month or $3,000 a month, or if you waited 15 years instead of 10 years before you started spending the dividends. So that is one way of generating passive income for yourself. Now, of course, you can't have it from day one. It's a system you have to build, but quite simple to build, just a matter of time. It starts by opening a brokerage account like Questrade, referral link in the description below the video. Now, the second passive income idea is starting your own YouTube channel. Now, this is definitely something that requires some effort and time to build, but the process can be fun and the rewards can be exponential. You can create valuable content that people are searching for on YouTube and will continue to search for years to come. If you create a quality video that adds value to viewers, it will grow on its own. So yes, you must put effort at the beginning to create the content and consistently upload videos to grow your channel. But at some point, that video you created 3 years ago is still getting you new views without any additional effort from your part. If you see here, as an example, my top earning video every month is a video I made 3 years ago on CIBC Investor's Edge and generated me $43 in the last 28 days through YouTube ad revenue, completely passive. Now, don't look at the small dollar amount, think scalability. You could have several videos like this. You could be making more per video as well if the quality is better and if the topic is more popular. This is just an example. In addition to the YouTube ad revenue, you can generate passive income through affiliate marketing. Now, I am including this one under YouTube because YouTube is what makes it so passive. If I leave a referral link in this video that is already generating me views organically, and viewers use that link to open a CIBC's Investor's Edge account, well, I can get paid a commission that way as well. I made the video once, but it helps an unknown amount of people without I having to add more work. So this is where you can get creative, choose a topic you're good at or love talking about and make a YouTube channel about it, and find creative ways to monetize the channel. There is a market for everyone, really. The third passive income idea is selling a digital course online. Now, if you take that route, you better make sure you have a skill, and that skill is being able to simplify material. It helps to be good at something and simply sharing it with others, but anyone can learn something new and then create their own course about what they just learned. But what will make your digital course stand out is your ability to explain things in a unique way that adds value to others. So this is another example where you would have to put the work up front to build the digital course. But once you build the course, you can simply market the course on websites like Teachable, Udemy, or Skillshare, and you no longer have to put any effort to collect the income. You can teach a course about anything really, as long as it is a skill that it can improve the life of others. there will be a market. The fourth passive income idea is real estate investing. You can buy properties to rent out and collect monthly cash flow. Now at first, this isn't so passive because you have to search for the right properties that make sense on paper. You have to qualify for a mortgage, you might have to make some renovations, you have to find the right tenant that won't break down your place and that will pay the rent on time. You might have to deal with property repairs and maintenance. At some point, you could hire a property manager to take care of all that for a fee, but definitely not at the beginning when you are starting off your real estate portfolio. The concept is simple. Look for properties that you can rent out for more than what it will cost you in mortgage and property taxes. The rent you collect pays down your mortgage every month, and the little extra is your passive income. All you need is to be able to qualify for a mortgage, so consistent income, have a good credit score, and have a 5 to 20% down payment. Once you have rented your property for a few years, your mortgage balance has come down and the property value has gone up. You can then refinance your property and pull out the extra equity that has been created over the years and use that as a down payment for a second property that you will also rent out, which will also be paid down by your tenant and appreciate in value over time. Another snowball effect. You just have to start and have a passion for it. Once you have enough properties paying you enough rent every month, you can then hire a property manager for a fee to take the active work away from you so it can become a passive income for you. Now, finally, the fifth passive income source idea, which is probably my favorite, is selling options. Now, this is another one related to the stock market. While dividends was completely passive, options is a bit more active, but it can be set up in a way where you spend as little as 30 minutes a day. There are many different approaches to selling options, so I won't go through all of them, but if you want to learn more, YouTube is a great source. I've learned everything I know from the following channels, like Tasty Trade, Option Alpha, and Skyview Trading. I then made my own observations and conclusions through my own experience with selling options. One example of generating passive income with option selling is if you own 100 shares of a stock, for example McDonald's, you can then sell a call option against your shares once a month for added income. This call premium collected is usually more than any dividend yield you can collect. In fact, it can be in addition to the dividend yield that McDonald's already pays. So that is just one way, but there are definitely more strategies and more approaches or management of these strategies. My favorite strategies though, when it comes to selling options, is selling puts, selling covered calls, and credit spreads. In fact, for the month of March alone, I've collected $3,500 in options premiums. And actually, here are my results since July of 2020. So as you can see, it's not very consistent. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it can be very rewarding. So you still have to be careful. That's why I say there are a lot of resources available on YouTube. And this method especially is one you want to learn very well before getting into it. And when the time comes, you want to join my live trade alerts. Link is in the description below the video. See what I just did? All right, so these are 5 passive income source ideas. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.